Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is part of my jungle. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. So I'm sitting in front of my greenhouse. We're up in the loft. I have a very neglected propagation bin in front of me, and I've spent the morning watching some other YouTube videos, and I was watching my friend Emma over at Good Growing, who you should definitely be following if you're not already. If you like super laid back planty content like mine, you will definitely like hers as well. But she just did a video on 10 plants that she's purging, not in love with anymore, just wanting to get them out of the space and to a good loving home. And that has been the vibe here lately, but I just have this complex where I have a hard time getting rid of a plant even if I don't really like the plant that much, because I'm like, well, I'll propagate it, and like I should have a mother plant of it because other people want it, and I should have it available for the shop. And then I just end up having a bunch of plants that I'm not really in love with. And I've got a lot of neglect going on, like a lot. And it's just too much to keep up with. So me and my ADHD brain are having a hard time. So today I thought that it would be good to just try and break some of these things down into smaller tasks. So I was like, let me just climb up there and see what's going on, see if there's just one or two plants maybe that we can take out and propagate. I know there are some in there that I'm just really not in love with anymore, and they're taking up space. I have a beautiful anthurium in there that's just like not thriving, and I don't have it for inventory purposes, so I feel like it should just go to another home. Even though it is a beautiful plant, I just don't have the space for it right now. And if I want one in the future again, like I can always get a new one. Like these plants for the most part are replaceable, so like that is definitely the vibe. But then I came up here and realized that I had this prop box sitting here that was super neglected. A lot of these are like backup Hoya cuttings, so when I cut my Hoya, I always like sell everything off, but I'll keep like maybe the least attractive or kind of wonky cutting for myself as a backup for some of my smaller Hoya. And that is what I did in this box, but some of them just did not make it, and just like this was the last of my variegated compacta. I'm just done. I'm done. We had an endauensis cutting in here that just I didn't open this up and let it air out enough, so a lot of these are just going in the trash. But then I have these other silly little things, like this stupid Standeliana propagation that like I don't want this, but I don't want to throw it in the trash because it's growing, and like somebody else might want this. I would probably cut it right here and root it up. You have a few nodes to work with on this, so this is actually like a really nice cutting, and the leaf has some really cute variegation if it would focus. So I don't even know if this is Aurea or Albo. It might be Aurea, honestly. The variegation looks kind of yellow, but this is the kind of thing that I'm just trying to get rid of for like dirt cheap. So a lot of these plants that I'm showing you are going to be for sale, so hit me up on Instagram, or if you want to do a trade. Like I genuinely don't need more plants. I'm getting another Hoya cabinet soon for up here, like right here where I have my bamboo plant stand, because clearly trying to grow indoors is not working out for me. So I think I'm going to disassemble this, throw it in storage. We will definitely have use for it again someday when we can start seeds inside and then move them outside. But I was thinking a better use of this space would be another Hoya cabinet because it is basically the same size, like dimensions wise. It was either a Hoya cabinet or an enclosure for a bearded dragon, and I decided that Hoya was probably the better option because I have so many that do not have a home. So stay tuned for that because we are going to be taking a trip to IKEA and getting a Millsbow wide. They are in stock in the one closest to me, so just like fingers crossed that it'll still be in stock like next week or the week after when I'm ready to go and get it. So that'll be its whole thing. I'll show you guys the whole setup from start to finish. We're going to be taking everything out of the other cabinet, cleaning it, and literally just rearranging all of it, putting everything back neatly, and hopefully it's gonna look really nice. So I'm bummed that they can't be like next to each other, but I think having the cabinet up here is going to motivate me to actually come up here and care for my plants a little bit more, because I tend to just be like, I don't feel like climbing up there to do it, even though it literally takes 2 seconds to climb up here. Hi, I'm up here. So another one that I want to get rid of, where is it? Oh, right here is this little philodendron. This had like leaves on it that died. This little, I think it says it's a philodendron mayoi. And it must have just been like a node or two that I plopped in there, because then we have 2 separate growth points with these teeny tiny little baby leaves. Yeah, like I just don't need it, nor do I want it. So again, this is available for like dirt cheap if you want it. I had a little serpens in here that died, so we're just gonna toss that, but we are gonna keep this little plasticky cup. I had a Ceropagia in here, but it got too dry, which is funny. Some things rotted and other things got too dry. But this moss is perfectly fine, so I'm just gonna take the dead plant matter out and toss it. I think it was a Ceropagia, like Afrikaans or something like that. It was cute. I tried. It was a cutting and it failed. So that's fine. It happens. We are gonna keep the moss because the moss is perfectly fine. I know some people like disinfect their moss and stuff, but for me, honestly, if it's just really, really gross, like I don't have the head for it. So I also have this up for grabs if anybody was looking for a little jewel orchid. It's wonky as hell. You could probably like cut it, and the little nodes are like fuzzy on it. You could probably cut it and like propagate it again and have more than one, because you could see it came from like a pretty big little trunk right there. So yeah, that's another plant that I don't want, and I don't really have the energy to put these up on my website. I will, but it is a lot easier if you just reach out to me on Instagram. So the rest of them in here are just some Hoya that are doing okay. And they're just my backups, like I said, of some of my Hoya. Like this one, the Bang Nang Noi, which is good because mine actually doesn't really look, the base of it actually doesn't look great, and I'm a little worried for it. So I'm glad this one is doing well. It's nicely rooted, so I should probably pot it up with the other butt cut. So that needs to happen. I think a lot of these are probably really nicely rooted and are ready to go back with their mother plant and hopefully grow and thrive. And then I have more plant to cut. That's the idea. I always try to keep a cutting back. This one looks like, ooh, this one's growing nice. This is Hoya Debbie. She had lot of damage on her, so that is why I didn't sell her. But now she's got a new growth point, which is exciting. So I am gonna take this whole like bin. Is this Archibald? Did he finally root? Oh, this guy gave me nothing but issues. He's still got a little bit of a little mealy bug thing going on. But it is rooted, so that's cool. Or is this Melliflua? This looks like Melliflua. I don't even know. I genuinely don't know, but that's not the point. I just wanted to show you guys those few. Oh, I do have this gorgeous Hoya Clem cutting that thankfully did not rot. So could probably pot that up soon too, back into the pot with the other one and make a bigger plant. These are just awkward Hoya to pot up because the leaves are so long that they don't, like, they just stick. They just stick straight out. I don't think it needs this clip anymore, so we could take it out. These things are amazing for Hoya cuttings because sometimes they just, like, look, this one just didn't even stay in there even though I tried. Give it a smaller one. So it just helps anchor the cutting in there, because if you guys have propagated Hoya before, you know that they can be kind of awkward and they just don't always stay sitting in there the way you want them to. This one still needs it actually. Still not as rooted as I want it to be. It's very dry, so I'm gonna put these out of the way. It's just a bin of some Hoya cuttings that are not going to be for sale anytime soon, I don't think. I can probably get rid of this Hainanensis. It's got some new growth because I have plenty of this one. This one's growing really well. And I don't think I need to save it, so I probably will get rid of this one for literally all of these plants. Just like $10 is all I'd be looking for each one. If you wanted all of them or more than one, then you can get a nice bundle deal. I love a good bundle. So the more you buy, the more you save. I also have a pile of just, like, I'm such a mess, you guys. I finally was like, babe, get me a trash bag. I just have like a pile of dead leaves that I prune and just throw out of the greenhouse and then have nowhere to put them. I need to get like a little trash can for up here. Dead Hoya from Urban Leaf Shop finally bit the dust. Gonna get rid of the soil but keep the pot. And I'm gonna get in this greenhouse and I'm just going to take out a few plants, because if I take out too many, I'm gonna get halfway through the task, get tired and overwhelmed, and then everything's just gonna sit on the kitchen table for days. So I also wanted to show you that these are doing really well. I still don't know what philodendron this is, so if you know, help a sister out, because I'm not 100%. I don't think it's Bernardo. It doesn't feel the same as my Bernardo. That I'm pretty sure is a Bernardo, which I'm not even gonna pick up because the leaves are so big and floppy. But this one has an active growth point in here. A little sheath off of you. And I'm excited to see it grow. It's actually doing, it has 2 growth points actually coming off of this massive chunk in here. One off of both sides. So I'm excited to see this grow. I just genuinely don't know what it is. And all my plants that Derek sent me are doing really well. I yelled at him and told him that it was unnecessary for him to send me all of those, because I was just trying to give him feedback. But it is what it is, and I'm very thankful. Very, very thankful. So let's get in here. It is jam-packed in this thing. This is one of the reasons why I'm just wanting to get rid of stuff. And these bins are mostly empty. I have another one down here that's out of frame, but that needs to change. So I need to propagate, I need inventory, and I also need to throw out some of the plants that are in here. I should probably purge those. Okay, let's move this top bin with my squammy on it. But look at this Esmeraldence, the new leaf coming out. Cannot wait to see what that's going to look like from Equigenera. Move this out of the way. Okay, everything's fine. We're good. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. I'm coming. We got this. Don't knock off the new leaf, Jackie. Alright. Oh, my little bug trap fell over. Don't make fun of my PJs. I'm the hot mess express today. I did not sleep well last night. I was manic as heck all day yesterday, and I just had a really hard time winding down. I'll leave this link down below for you guys if you want to check it out. This insect trap is a lifesaver. It catches, ooh, I gotta switch it out. Look at it. Oh, gross. It catches so many. Oh, I see some thrips on there. Yeah, so definitely recommend these. I need to replace this. Where did my trash can go? That is nasty. Wow, that caught a lot. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Okay, move you so you don't fall. I've got this prop box, and it's got a bunch of stuff in it that I don't want. So, and I need to clear it out. So I need you guys to help me clear it out. And a lot of this stuff you can literally just have as long as you cover the shipping. So, ooh, what's this? This is another one from Derek. I think it's a Bernardo node from the original order that's finally popping something out, but we'll find out if it is a Bernardo, I suppose. These roots are rotted. When it comes out, ooh, it's got a nice, that is what a root is supposed to look like right there. Sorry, David's computer keeps beeping if you can hear that. And these are rotted. Ugh. So that's exciting. That I'm keeping for sure. Obviously that's mine. This Gloriosum is just a disaster. It put out a leaf, but all the other ones rotted. So, like, I'm just over it. If you guys want to rescue this, you totally can. You can have it. It's yours. I got a new one Derek sent me that's like bigger, and hopefully I can start over with, and it'll do better than this. I don't want this. So if you want it, it's yours. I also have this. It's so sad. It's just a stick. I should just put it in the prop box and see what happens. I don't even know what this is. I think it's some sort of Rhaphidophora. Maybe. Or an Emojis. Maybe. I should just put it in this box and see what it pops out. But like just stuff like this I don't have the head for anymore. I think this is a painted lady. Really wonky plant. Okay, and it's rotted at the base, so I'm gonna cut it and stick it back in something because it's totally healthy up here. But it rotted down here. Like it rotted a while ago, and it stopped itself right there. So the rest of it's actually healthy from this node up. So I'm just gonna cut that and stick it back in here. Just don't have scissors on me right now, and this plant is perfectly healthy. It's got tons of new growth. It just needs love. It needs a loving home. So little philodendron, painted lady. Don't want it. I can post these up to my Instagram story tomorrow, which will be Thursday around noon, if that like is doable for you guys, so that you can have equal access to stuff. Oh my god, you guys, my Queen Anthurium put out a new leaf. Oh, and it's working on another little baby one. Oh, I didn't know if you were alive in there. It's probably just thriving in that 100% humidity. You guys, I'm so excited. It looks so different on camera. It's picking up so strange on camera, but in real life it's just really shiny and veiny and velvety. Just because the light is coming through it, it looks weird. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. I imported this last year and it just never did well for me, so I was like, screw it, I'm throwing it in the prop box and we're gonna see what happens. And it's giving me like some new roots. I think these are like pretty heavy feeders too, so I should probably fertilize it. Okay, so from IKEA, I'm also wanting to get the little like tabletop mini greenhouse for like stuff like this, so that I can keep a better eye on it and not have it like up here just in a box that I gotta take a bunch of things off to get to. So, oh, we have some action in here too. I just don't know what it is. I'm bad at labeling nodes, or I just didn't know what it was. But we do have some growth coming from whatever the heck and bob this is. Genuinely don't know. And then this is, I don't know, a mystery rescue plant. That's what we're gonna call it. It's probably some sort of philodendron. I don't know. I don't know. Like, should I keep it? Or does anybody want to? I don't know what to do with this. Should chop it? Like, I genuinely don't want it. So there's that. And then I have a handful of these. Some of them were like claimed in online sales and people never actually like paid for them. So I have a couple of Synapsis Splash that I don't want them. So literally, if you just pay the $15 shipping for these, you can have them. I have like 3 that look good. This one looks good. 1, 2, and 3 that look okay. They just need some love. That's all. They were sitting in a bin of perlite, so that's probably why the roots are growing out into the bottom. So I have 3 of them that are looking nice. I have one that's not quite as nice. Another one that's not quite as nice. But they are still perfectly like healthy. I just don't want them. I don't want them anymore. I propagated them like a year ago and they've been growing. I repotted them, all of the things, and a lot of them sold, but some of them didn't, or some of them I held back because they just weren't looking full enough to sell, and then I got stuck with them all and I don't want them. I need to clear out this prop box. So if you want these, I have 3 full ones and 2 smaller ones. This one had a yellow leaf, but it is working on a new growth point. Each one had like 4 or 5 cuttings in it, but I think some of them just died back. So this is a rescue. Give it time. It will fill out. I cannot have them. I can't have them here anymore. So definitely consider these just like plant rescue mission. Like, these need to be adopted into a good home. And then I have this one that came off of my, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I kind of want to keep it for me, but I don't need it. I have plenty of Syndapsis. This came off of a Silver Splash, but it had these like darker, thicker leaves. So I kept them separate to see what they would grow into. And it is just like regular Exotica, but look at how beautiful they are. This is the only one I have, but it's just like silvery and gorgeous. And I love it. And you've got like 1, 2, 3, at least 4, if not 5 different growth points in here. So this one I also would like to get rid of. So I had somebody buy it and then ghost on me. So it's just kind of been sitting and it needs love. This Syngonium is probably just gonna go, I don't know, is it rooted? It is rooted. Syngonium Wendlandii Rescue. It's rooted. Just needs love. Again, you can have it. I don't want it. Just cover the shipping. And then I'm actually really surprised by this. This is one of my Aglaonema commutatum variegated babies that I held back from selling because it was just a little stump and it had like one sad little leaf that died, but I'm very happy to see a new one. And I know that I had somebody who has got another growth point coming off the side here. You can see that? So I love this little leaf. It's so stinking cute. Look at the variegation on it. Isn't that adorable? They're so freaking cute. So I know I had somebody who wanted this. I'm going to ask her if she wants this little baby. And if not, then I feel comfortable selling this one finally. Obviously, it's going to be a lot cheaper than the larger ones would be too if you've been looking to get your hands on the Manila Pride or variegated commutatum. So that is everything that's in that prop box. The other plant that I really need to address, that I just genuinely don't have the head for, is my Monstera dubia. It's growing out of control. It needs to be completely propagated and thrown into one of these boxes. I just don't want to. So there is that. Let me know what you guys are interested in. I'm just throwing these back in here for now for the sake of space. And yeah, that is that. I am going to do some more propagating. My Pink Princess, you can see, is growing off of the pole and needs to be cut because the leaves are getting small. And just like restarted. There's another baby growing from the bottom that's not attached to the pole that needs to figure itself out. Yeah, I don't know what to do. This is my philodendron glad hands apparently, because it's not a 69686. It's working on another new leaf, so I guess we'll see. But this leaf is hardening off nice. It's not damaged. I know it kind of looked like it was damaged when I showed it before, but I think that's just the way the light was hitting it. Freaking meeeee, how the hell did you end up on there? Well, you're dead now. Anyway, yeah, this is my philodendron glad hands, apparently. I googled it and I was like, yeah, that's what it looks like. So in case you were wondering about that, I need to get in here. I'm really happy about these few little surprises here that I wasn't expecting. little anthurium. So I definitely need to get rid of this anthurium back here. So, oh man, the silver blush is gorgeous. Look at that leaf. Not that leaf, this leaf. It's just, maybe I'll separate them because I do really like the silver blush and it's not growing quite as stupid as what I think is clarinervium, right? Is this clarinervium? I can't with this plant. It gets crispy, it grows really wonky, and I don't want it. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna separate it out from the silver blush, since I do actually really like the silver blush, and just get rid of this one. This is one of the newer leaves right here, and but then it's doing this. So this kind of just takes up space and isn't really bringing me a ton of joy. I think the silver blush could potentially, if I move it out of here and put it into that new like little mini greenhouse that I'm planning on getting, so that I can like actually see it, because I don't see it. It's just shoved in a corner back here. So if you're interested in this one, I don't want it. It's definitely a rescue, so I'm not going to be like asking a lot for it. I don't even know how much they go for. So there is that. The other plant that I had in mind here that I'm just really not loving is this Alocasia Dragon Scale. It's got new growth, so I would probably just cut everything down to just this one little leaf here and take it out of this pot, because I don't want it. I got it because it had a little teeny tiny speckle of variegation, but it never continued, and it's just not living its best life with me because I'm not able to give it the care that it needs. If nobody wants it, I'm more than happy to cut it back and throw the rhizome in one of my reptile enclosures, because the Alocasia have been doing really well in there with the humidity. But if there is somebody that would be happy to have this plant, then I would want them to have it. It's not a rare plant, it's not a hard plant to find, but if for some reason this is one that you've been wanting and you're willing to have a little rescue babe, I've got one for you. I also am just not loving this Syngonium. It obviously doesn't get the love that it needs. This is my green flecked, I think they call this. And it's gorgeous. I think I'm just gonna like propagate it a bit and like sell some of the cuttings and see if the plant just like will grow back, because it's kind of out of control right now. So if you guys would be interested in this Syngonium, it is like a more uncommon Syngonium that I actually just got lucky and found at a big box store a long time ago. I am happy to do that because this plant just like really doesn't bring me joy. I'm not a huge Syngonium podophyllum like fan. I think it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I just think that it could make somebody else a lot happier than it's making me, and I can still keep the base of the plant. It's really mostly that it's just kind of unruly and overgrown that bothers me in here. So I think I'm going to be propagating this one and just trying to give it a chance to maybe regrow, which I've actually done a few times here. I can see where I cut it. So if you are cool with fresh cuttings, you can have them. I am gonna start like rooting them up in water today, but I feel like that is as far as I'm gonna be able to take it today. There's like not even variegation on these. Princess, what are you doing? I have another one here though. She cute. Little baby cutting. Need to take care of a bunch of these too. My variegated Adansonii that's just like not even variegated anymore. A lot of these Hoya in here are probably ready to be potted up, so I should probably address that too. What in the heck and bob are you? Oh my god, a little variegated Lechleriana node. You're so dry. What happened? Anywho, that is it for this video today. Oh, this little guy didn't make it. What were you? Hoya Perifolia. It was one of those little leaf ones that Liz gave me. Oh shoot, what's in here? Oh, this too, you guys. These are ready. I've got a whole bin of rooted up Mandula for you. So if you need some Mandula, I've got you. They're all individual nodes. A bunch of them have leaves, and I'm happy that they didn't lose their leaves because they're gorgeous. Some of them are literally just little nodes. Or is that Philodendron lupinum or a Medrium silver I put in here too? No, these are Campo, Philodendron Campo. Oh, cute. I have these too. Little baby Philodendron Campo nodes. So keep that in mind. I have Mandula nodes. I have Campo nodes. What else am I going to have nodes of? I think that's it. They're rooted little babies. Some of these are seedlings, I would call. They're little baby plants for sure. So I also have those available for you guys, and I would like to clear out this bin so that I can put other stuff in here, like the Monstera dubia behind me. So help me clear out my plants, okay? Let's purge these plants. I have more that needs to be done, but like I said, there's only so much that my brain can handle for today. And then I can make room for even more propagations for you guys and more inventory. I'm going to be doing some more importing. I finally got my import permit so that I can get wholesale stuff. It's just too hot for that right now, so I'm waiting. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to go over with you guys today. I have a ton of stuff, a ton of little plant babies, little rescues that need a home, and also just regular healthy plants and nodes and cuttings that need a home. So if you saw anything here today that you are interested in, definitely make sure you're following me on Instagram. Like I said, I will be doing a purge tomorrow, Thursday, probably sometime in the afternoon. I don't know exactly yet because I might go out to do some plant shopping tomorrow, but definitely make sure that you're following me over there and keep your notifications on so that you know when I do post to my story. Help me find these plants some homes. They need to be adopted, and yeah, that's really it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, you should give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There is a join button down there if you want to be part of the official plant fam. Get yourself some perky perks. If not, there's a super thanks button if you want to super thanks me. Everything is appreciated. You guys know that I can't do this without you. I love you. I love this community. I love our little corner of this community and how loving and kind you all are. And I just want to remind you to make sure that you spread kindness like wildflowers, because you guys liked that when I put it in my post, and it's a saying that I really love as well. So I wanted to share it with you. And I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!